Today's topic is about the concept of charity in Abrahamic religions. Charity is not just a good deed in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. It is a religious obligation rooted in compassion, justice, and faith in God. Charity is justice, not just kindness. It is encouraged to give quietly, sincerely, and regularly, because helping others is a path to pleasing God and improving the society. In Judaism, the specific word used for charity is tzedakah. It is basically a Hebrew word meaning righteousness, but commonly used to signify charity. This definition of charity differs from the present Western meaning of the term. The latter is commonly regarded as a spontaneous gesture of benevolence and a symbol of giving. Tzedakah is an ethical requirement, and it is not really charity, as it is in Christian world, but rather a means of empowering disadvantaged people to sustain themselves by assisting them in developing their gifts and abilities. Tzedakah is seen as one of the three primary deeds that might positively affect an adverse divine decision. This word appears 157 times in the Masoretic text of the Hebrew Bible, often in reference to righteousness in general. Its usage as a phrase for charity, in the aforementioned sense, is an adaptation of Rabbinic Judaism in Talmudic times. Some rabbis describe tzedakah in 8 levels. For example, giving an interest-free loan to a person in need, giving tzedakah anonymously to an unknown recipient via a person or public fund that is trustworthy, giving tzedakah anonymously to a known recipient, giving tzedakah publicly to an unknown recipient, giving tzedakah before being asked, giving adequately after being asked, giving willingly but inadequately, and the last one, giving in sadness. In Christianity, charity is given to church, and then church distributes among the poor and less fortunate. Charity is known as tithing. It is the practice of contributing a tenth of one's money or product in order to worship and assist religious institutions and the poor. It is essentially an Old Testament notion, since the Israelites were instructed to tithe their agricultural produce and cattle. While the New Testament does not directly demand tithing in the same way, Jesus understood its significance, and many Christians today regard it as a principle of charity and stewardship. Similarly, there is another concept known as almsgiving. It is the act of contributing money, food, or other tangible commodities to someone in need, typically as a charitable or religious activity. It's a chance to share benefits and live the teachings of faith by aiding people in need. Actually, in Christianity, charity describes the love of Christ, and helping the poor is like serving the God. Many Christians go through churches and other missions for charity. Islam is very clear about the charity. Charity is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. It is known as Zakat in Quran. Zakat on wealth is based on the value of all of one's possessions. It is customary to give 2.5% of Muslims' total savings or wealth, and it is known as nisab. Now, according to Islamic theology, the gathered funds should be distributed to the poor and needy, zakat collectors, orphans, widows, those seeking freedom from slavery, the elderly who are unable to work to sustain themselves, those in debt in the cause of God, and to help the stranded traveler. In many Muslim countries, zakat contribution is voluntary, but in some countries like Pakistan, Libya, Malaysia, and Saudi Arabia, zakat is mandatory and collected by state. There is difference of opinion on zakat in between different sects of Islam, for example. Unlike Sunni Muslims, Shia Muslim believe it is a private affair, and they gave zakat to imams sponsored instead of state. There is one other concept in Islam known as Sadaqah. It is actually a voluntary charity given at any time with any amount. Sadaqah is not just a monetary donation. It encompasses a wide range of activities, from little gestures like a smile to larger acts of generosity. Sadaqah is seen as an act of worship and a demonstration of deep faith. According to the Quran, Sadaqah purifies the benefactor. According to the Quran, Sadaqah does not have to be in tangible form. Kind words and compassion are thought superior than Sadaqah followed by insult, according to the Quran.